These Fort Mill High School girls were on a field trip hosted by Financial Resources Group at LPL corporate headquarters in Fort Mill, South Carolina. The opportunity to tour a financial corporation like LPL was after they opted to participate in Rock the Street Wall Street, a 5-session classroom program designed to spark high school girls' enthusiasm in careers of finance. The girls were greeted by Mara Cunningham, founder and CEO of Rock the Street Wall Street, who joined them for the occasion and shared her passion for improving girls' financial and investment literacy and inspiring them to pursue a career in finance.
We were fortunate enough to have the founder of Walk the Street Wall Street join us, and she was talking about how she has to advocate for herself tenfold compared to anybody else because she is in a male-dominated industry.
They cannot read your minds. So if you want that promotion, you have to ask for that promotion.
Mara sat down with Financial Resources Group's Cindy Nagel, Director of Business Consulting, who initiated having Financial Resources Group sponsor Rock the Street Wall Street at Fort Mill High School, which became the first cohort in South Carolina.
So Mara, tell me about the founding of Rock the Street Wall Street.
I was in the industry for 25 years, worked on Wall Street, loved the profession, loved the opportunities, but often and almost all the time, I was always the only female in the room.
So Mara, when it comes to girls entering the finance profession, I understand when we look at the Rock the Street Wall Street website, there's a lot of information on really it's not a capability issue, it's really a cultural issue in North America and Western Europe. So I'd love for you to expand on that for us and share more of that with us.
It really is a cultural issue and not a capability issue. Here's the life cycle of a girl in math. So if mom and dad have a stereotypical role, the children will have stereotypical roles as well. So mom and dad will still be telling their son to study math and science and still telling their daughters to study French and literature. And then when they get to elementary school, 90% of the elementary school teachers are female who have little to no certification in math. And as a result, those teachers say, I hate math, I can't do math, and so forth. And so that math anxiety that they have gets transferred to the girls in the room, but not the boys in the room. They get to middle school, and then they start thinking the same thing. They think it's societally acceptable for them to opt out of math. They start saying it to each other, we can't do math, all those things. And then in high school, it just continues to be perpetuated in that you'll hear them say, we don't have to know math, and that's a boy's subject and something like that. And so we're trying to get them to understand, look, this is nothing to do with boy or girl, this has to do with the rest of your life.
So Mara, can you share what was it that made you interested in being able to make the trip over here to visit with Financial Resources Group, and especially with the girls from Fort Mill High School that opted in for the program for the first time at the high school?
So what got me interested in coming to this particular field trip, two things. Number one, we had heard about the school, Fort Mills High School, and how they had wanted the program for a couple of years. So I wanted to meet the individuals who heard about us and made an effort to try to get the program in that particular school. We always like to have that happen, because when we have a school that is as interested in our program, that's a very good foretelling of how well the program will be run in the school.
Right.
And they'll make a very good partner with us over the years, because we're not a one-and-done program. As you know, we go back each and every year. Some of our schools we have been in for over 8 years now.
Wow.
So that was one of the reasons. The other was to meet the people at Financial Resources Group so that I could get a better understanding of what all you do. And I do know that you work with private practices, those in the profession who have a practice, which is terribly needed in terms of their resources to grow their practices, and succession planning, which I know is a major issue in the industry.
So Mara, what are you looking for the girls at Fort Mill High School to get out of this program?
So we hope that the girls at Fort Mill High School are getting quite a lot out of this program. So the first thing is that they understand that they can do this kind of math computation, because financial math, as we know, is really only 6th grade math. And so we're lifting the veil on that in every classroom that we go into. And I also want them to understand that our industry does in fact help people. When we get into a classroom, we explain to them, look, we help people. So we help people, save for retirement, save for their children's education, save for a home, etc. So we get that message out. I do believe that we'll be able to recruit more women into the profession. And also, we want to give access to these girls. Growing up where I grew up in the Bronx, I certainly had no access to the Wall Street community whatsoever.
Right.
And so had I had a program like this, my career absolutely would have been catapulted much more quickly.
And if you do the research and you come in armed with your research, you will break open doors. The numbers, what gets measured gets done. Keep that in your mind. What gets measured gets done. That's my lesson is do the research, be absolutely prepared, and then ask for that next promotion or bonus.
What are your biggest takeaways from being involved in Rock the Street Wall Street? I would say that my biggest takeaways would be that we're all in kind of one big group, that a lot of us don't really know financial terms and that we want to learn more. Along with that, our career fields in the future probably will deal with a lot of things that we are learning. And I think that this is such a good program that a lot of people, aren't able to have the same opportunities. And so having this opportunity has been such a tremendous help in expanding my knowledge and I think everybody else's knowledge on financial literacy.
You have made an investment in yourself by joining this club, and that is the biggest investment you can make. So I'm so proud of you because I know that 3:40 bell rings and sometimes we're itching to leave and you decide to stay. You are going to look back at this experience, this opportunity, and be so thankful.
Thank you, FRG. Thank you, LPL. And we're just delighted to be here.